All right, welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time here, I'm John of JSMJmusic.com, where we learn music the not so hard way. And I'm back with another video on this Modi X7 keyboard. And I'm going to be doing the organ, okay? I was here and I was putting some organ together because I was thinking about actually getting some software or maybe some patches or something that I can put together with some organ sounds. There's some really good patches out there. But I said, well, let me see if there's some sounds in here that could get close to that organ sound that I'm looking for, that I want to play, during church and stuff like that. So when I was looking at it, I said, okay, and I put it together. I was like, wow, I want to share this, on my YouTube channel to show you what I did and what I came up with. So let me show you and let me let you hear what it sounds like. You tell me. This is the first part. So we're playing where we can, playing very soft. And as we progress, you're going to hear it start to open it up. So this is when it's soft and you want to play it. You can even play with the wheel over here. And see, that's on scene number 3. Starting to open up a little bit more. Bring it all the way open. Up some more. Now I'm going to back down off of it. So this is the part I really love about it too, that it opens up, but then it also can come back down. So now we're gonna start backing back down. Scene 1. Right there. And I love the way that it I was able to set those organs up to where it flowed like that, where you can get soft, open up like that and come all the way back down. So what do I have up here for the setup? Okay, so I actually saved the setup, and I saved the these whole, because I got actually 7 channels in use. Okay, so each channel has a different organ sound on it to make this happen. Okay, and also I saved it as my own organ, so it's called John's Organ, as you can see. And I also have it in my live set, so I can always be able to access it very easily. So if you haven't watched my videos on how to do the live set, make sure you check that out so you can put it on the live set so you can access these sounds. So once you actually create a sound or the one that you want, you can actually just be able to go to it very quickly like that. And so on channel 1, as you can see, what I did was I didn't go into like a sign or anything. I just went to an organ. I went to the first organ that I wanted to do, and the first organ was a few wheel. So if you go to the category of organ and you go to make sure you're on single, so go to attribute and make sure you press single over here. If you're not on that setting, make sure you do that so you can have that. And so you'll see all green right here. And then what you can do is go down on these organs and find them. Now, here's the organs that's on the first one I have is a few wheels right there. So that's the first one that I have. And so what you would do is you will tap a few wheels, exit out, and you see in your channel right there, this is where I started. And what I did was I said, okay, I just wanted to store it. So I press shift and store. Okay, and I stored it as a new performance. Okay, so you would store it as a new performance and then you would name it. Okay, so when you store it as a new performance, let's do it like this, and then you would name it from there. Now I'm going to cancel it because I already have mine, but you will do the name and then you would complete it and everything. Okay, and then so that's channel number 1. And so when you want to go to fade, that's fader number 1. If you want to go to fader number 2, just press that plus sign and then go to organ and then scroll down and find the organ that you want. Press exit and it'll show up there, right there, number 2. So that's a way that you can do it, so you be able to see and understand how to actually put this together. But make sure you go back to those videos and check those out to really dive deep into how to actually do that. So I'm going to go back to my live set, go back into my organ so I can show you what I have here. So what I have here is number 1, a few wheels. Okay. All right, so as you can see, that's a few wheels. Okay, number 2, I have walking bass. So make sure you put all these organs on there, okay? And then number 3, I have the FM drawbird organ number 1. And I can see it. Okay, number 4, I have the Basics V2. Okay, and then number 5, I have Dave's new organ. So make sure you put that on number 5. Number 6, fully. So make sure you look for fully and put there number 6. And number 7, finally, I have all bar none. So that's the last one that I have on there. Okay. So with that one, okay, that's all the channels that I have set up. Now, the trick is to put these all in the right scene, in the right order, and with the right mixture. Okay, to actually have the organ open up as you move along and as you press the scenes. So basically, I'm really using the scenes, like the scene buttons, like I would on the real organ as drawbars. You know, you open it up with the drawbars and also the different type of buttons and percussion, all the different type of sounds on there. So play with that, and that kind of actually helps open the sound up. You know, that's what I thought of to do. You know, to help open it up. So here we go. So on scene number 1, what I have is everything else muted. So what you would do is mute everything else, and you would just have a few wheels. And so that's what you'll have on number 1. And so in order to store the scene, all you would have to do is press shift and number 1. Now I'm not going to press it because I already got it saved. So shift number 1. And with everything muted, and make sure you got these keyboard controls on, all of them. Just keep them on, okay? And just, all right, and so that's number 1. Now, notice we go to number 2. So with number 2, notice the walking bass is the only thing muted. Only thing on. Everything else is muted, okay? Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3, scene number 3. And make sure every time you want to save a scene, you press shift, number, okay? So number 3, I have right here, notice I got these 2. I have the walking bass and the FM drawbird organ number 1 together, and I have them combined for number 3 to get this sound. I love the way this sounds, where it kind of opens up a little bit more. It sounded really good opening up from number 2. See, watch. Open up a little bit more from number 2. Okay, from scene number 2. Now I'm going to number 4. We have the FM drawbird organ number 1 and the Basics V2. They are together. Now let me go ahead and make sure that you have these volumes right. Okay, on number 1, you need to have it at, on the few wheel, need to be 98. The walking bass need to be 69, and the Drawbird organ number 1 needs to be 58. That's your volume, so make sure that's the volume I have it set on. So if you want it exactly like mine, so you can play with your volumes. Whatever sounds good to you, you can play with them. All right, and the basics is 74 on channel 4, and on fader number 5, we have Dave's New Organ, which is at 70. Fully, we have 83, okay, with the volume. And on channel 7, or the fader number 7, it will be the All Bar None at 100, okay? Because that's when you really open it up. That's the one that's really creating that open sound right there. So all of these organs are different and stuff like that. But now, what I have on scene number 4 is the FM Drawbird organ number 1. I'm really tripping over that word, okay? And the basics, V2, you know, both of them together, okay? I have them open. And it's giving it a little bit more bite right here. It's open up, okay? Now, press this button right here. And the reason why, because you want to go to scene number 5 through 8, and that's how you'll be able to access scene number 5 through 8 now. So now, scene number 5, as you can see, I'm going to press it right there. You can notice that the basics and Dave's New Organ is together. So notice these are combined together to open it up a little bit more. Okay, now, number 6, okay, I have Dave's New Organ and the Fully. Let's open up a little bit more right there. All right, and so finally, scene number 7, I have Dave's New Organ, Fully, and the All Bar None all open right there. All 3 of them combined together, and that's where you get the full open sound. And so I messed around with it. Now you may find something else that you may like that you want to combine together that makes that full organ sound like that. You know, have at it. It's yours to tweak. You know, I just put mine like that to get that sound. And I think that sounds really good and close to an organ, you know, sound that I would like to have and everything. Even though it's not the real organ, it's really close based off what we have in here in this MoDX, you know. So I believe it's have some good sounds in here with that to create for when you're playing organ in church and everything. And so what you do is after that, after you have made all of those scenes, now you want to make sure that you go back to scene number 1, and what you want to do is store that, and you want to store that like that, shift and store, and overwrite your performance. Overwrite it and save it. Why? Because if you don't, you'll lose all of that. So make sure that you store that and overwrite that current performance, so when you turn your keyboard off, when it comes back on, it'll still be there. Okay. Also, what you want to do is after you have overwritten that performance and saved it, and the reason why we want to go back to 1, because you want to open up with your sound like that. You want to start on scene number 1. If you kept it on that last one and you overwrite the performance, it will open up as the full organ all the way open. And so if you want that, that's what you can save it as. But, you know, don't, you know, do that if you want to start off at scene number 1 and very low like this. Okay. Now, also, after you have this and you got the setup and you got your organ name, whatever you want to have, make sure you go to Live Set. And that you go and you press Edit and you put your organ there. Okay. So I already put mine there, so I'm just going to exit out. So that's what you want to do. And after you put it in your live set, it's there, so you can access it very easily. So you'll have that. All right. So if you have any questions or any comments or any suggestions, make sure you put it in the comment section below. If you have learned something and if you like the organ, just comment yes below, okay? All right, we'd love to hear from you, your ideas and your thoughts on it and everything. All right, I thought I'd just share it. You know, since I did this, I said, let me go ahead and just share it on my YouTube channel. Maybe someone else would like their organ to sound like this or have an organ set up like this and be able to access it through the scenes. So as you move, make sure that you press in the scenes and they can fade into each other very nicely. So hold it down, you know, as you move. They fade into each other very nicely, so make sure you hold it down while you do that. So if you have learned something, make sure you comment yes below in the video. Give it a like. Also share the video as well with someone else that may want to be able to do this as well. Also, you make sure you hit the notification bell so you can get every video that I send out, okay? So you won't miss a thing. All right, this is John of JSimJMusic.com, where we learn music the not so hard way. I'll see you in the next video.
J Sims J Music. Learn music, love music.